while I'm waiting for my car to warm up so I can go get some iced coffee, which is ironic, we're gonna do a master manifestation class. Yesterday when I was putting my makeup on in the mirror, I had some self-limiting beliefs about some of the goals that I want to achieve this year of like, oh, how am I gonna make that happen? And I was like, you know what? I'm so sick and tired of entertaining those, okay? Because it's gonna be a self-fulfilling prophecy if I keep doing that. I said, we're already living in 2025. Okay, it is February of 2025. All of those things have already happened. Like, I already made all the money. We already went on all the trips. We've already experienced all of the things. So what are you talking about, self-limiting beliefs? And those beliefs were saying, well, where did it come from? And I said back to them, I don't know. I said, I have so many different income streams coming in. It's really difficult to keep up with. I said, but if you really want to know where it came from, we can always call our accountant or our assistant and she can tell us. But babe, it's already happened. Like, what does it matter where it came from? Okay. Like, obviously it came from positive places like us, you know, supporting other people through our business and doing other different ventures, but it's already done. And so then as I went throughout my day, I was thinking about the memories of when I have already been to these places. So I'll tell you where they are because it's gonna also have to do with the second step here. Okay, so going to Austin to a spiritual retreat with my friends, going to California to see one of my friends, going to Puerto Rico with my son, Electric Forest, which is a EDM music festival, and then going to Rhythmia Life, which is a spiritual retreat in Costa Rica. And then obviously I have goals for my social medias and my business as well, but your subconscious does not know the difference between something that is happening in your imagination and something that is happening outside of you. So if you can get up in there, okay, and make those memories as real as possible, like what were you smelling, what were you seeing, what were you tasting, what were you touching while you were there, it's like, oh, these things have already happened. And that is how you pull them through the quantum realm, okay, or the ethers. It takes a little bit longer for the 3D to manifest. There's like a little bit of a lag because we've had those self-limiting beliefs for quite a while. And so the more you keep at it, the more opportunities will come your way. The money will come your way. The right people that you need to connect with will come your way. All day, oh my gosh, it was so great going to all these places. I'm so thankful. How blessed am I? How prosperous am I that I was able to do all these things with my friends and have all these experiences? Then I took it a step further when I got home. So you know what? Instead of scrolling on social media, I'm going to invest that time in myself. And so I went into my albums on my phone, okay, and I created a whole bunch of different ones because yesterday I actually did go on a trip somewhere, okay, and I took a bunch of plant pictures. I went to a nursery and a botanical gardens, a really awesome museum, and a Peruvian restaurant, and I took pictures, and I had already created an album that said trip to Dothan. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna do that with all of these things that have already happened in the past as well. I'm going to make albums of all of the pictures that I took while I was at these places. And so I made an album for California and Texas and Costa Rica and Puerto Rico and going to Electric Forest. And I went on the internet and I found all the pictures that I had taken and placed them in the different albums. Then I went into my bank accounts and I took screenshots of them, and you know where it says checking and savings, I went into Canva, which is an editing app, but you can do it on anything, and I whited out the amount, and then I put the amount that I want in there. Like, I made a text box and then put it on top of it, and then I went into my PayPal and my Cash App and my Venmo, and I did the exact same thing and put these really big amounts in there, and I made an album that says Bootylicious Bank Account or bank accounts. Went into my Gmail and found tons of deposits from my clients from recent and from the past, especially really big ones. And I put those in the album as a representative of like, hey, we've had huge sums of money come to us like consistently over the years. And so those are all in there. I also took screenshots of all my social medias, and where it has how many community members that I have, I put a, you know, white text box over it and put how many that I want to have. Now, right before you fall asleep and right before you wake up, your subconscious is the most open to suggestion. It is like a sponge. And so if you are looking at these bank accounts and all of these memories as if you've already been there, right before bed and right when you wake up, your subconscious is like, oh dang, look at our life, we have like up levels, like so amazingly, like we're a boss babe, we're so successful, like determined and motivated, we made all these things happen, what's next? Then you start future planning. So it's like, okay, well, I've already been to all these places, I have all this money in my bank account, my social medias are popping off, I'm getting all these deposits from clients. Oh, you know what, now would be the time to start planning a trip to Australia and Hawaii to take my son to. Okay? And what's next in my business, what's next for my communities, my social media accounts, right? So I wanted to share this exercise in case you want to try it as well. It made me feel so good. I woke up this morning and I was looking at my life and I was like, this is incredible. I'm so proud of myself for making these things happen. And then as I'm going throughout my day, if I have any limiting beliefs come up, I'm going back to the pictures and saying, what are you talking about? Like, this is our life right now. This is our new story. This is our new narrative. That version of us where those self-limiting beliefs are coming up, she's not us anymore. Okay. That's an older version. We are currently in this new reality. Your subconscious really likes to work with analogies and images and stories. And so in doing this type of activity, you really are building yourself a whole new life. I would love to hear in the comments if you're going to try this exercise and if you would like some extra support curating your new reality. There's lots of different ways that we can work one-on-one, and remember to give a follow for more.